There are so many photographers who literally do literally everything that we do. And that's okay. We're putting ourselves out there. I want people to learn. I want them to do what we do. But like the other part of this whole equation that I'm never worried about is as fast as we do something, we're changing it up. Like change is a part of our growth plan. Change is the variable.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche, we're on the run, this is what we waited.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Six Figure Photography Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. You guys, the entire purpose of this podcast is to help you grow your business and understanding this fundamental rule just in life, that your winning ratio, your income, your joy is in direct correlation to how well you serve your leads. The people in your life who haven't even given you a thing, just simply leads, you guys. Pretty good. It was pretty good.
So typically how many times do you have to try it?
When I started, it was like, dude, when I started doing these, it was literally, I would do 5 seconds. It'd be like, hi, my name's Ben. Hi, my name is Ben Hur. Like, it was just like, it was brutal. Now I've gotten it down to the one take. I think the reason why is because before I was so obsessed over making it perfect, and now it's just, I even messed up during that. There was times where I kind of like stumbled a little bit, or I said kind of the wrong thing. Even when I read the username on that review, like I was like, oh God. But I think like there's almost appreciation of that when you just like get to be real and get to be you and just like mess up in an audio. Like when I listen to podcasts and the guy messes up a little bit and then he just catches himself and keeps going, there's something I actually kind of appreciate about it. So that wasn't perfect, but it was damn good enough.
How much work does it go into putting a podcast together for those who are thinking about actually doing it?
Like, you don't need all this. Like, all this is extra. This is like this is extra. You don't need a mic. You don't need a mixer. Hell, you probably don't even need like a full like computer to end up doing it. Like, all you need is this. There's actually an episode of the podcast, episode 48 of the podcast. Like, just pull out your phone and make an audio memo. You can just record. Episode 48, go listen to it on the Six Figure Photography Podcast, SFP podcast. I was just driving into work and I was like, I had a thought in my mind. And so I just pulled out my phone and I just recorded it. And the audio quality isn't there. It's not this. But like the content's there. I think so often like we get too caught up in like needing things to be perfect, needing the production value to be amazing before we step out and do. Just go and do first and test it and get used to it and see if you even want to do it. Like, you may do this, you may mess around with it and you realize that like it's maybe more time consuming than you thought. You may realize you didn't have as many words as you thought you did, whatever it is, and then you're not out all this stuff. But I think the biggest mistake people make is they think it's gotta be a production. They think it's gotta be something that's like next level, and you just need to start. Like, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, don't get a podcast mic, don't get a soundboard, pull out your phone, put in some earbuds, and record yourself. Like, clip that. That's how you make a podcast. So we started a mentoring program, so that way you could come on full time. Here's the thing. Like, again, let's just unpack this for a second. I wanted Michael right there, ting, right? I love that I'm even like making the sound effects in my mind. I wanted Michael here full-time producing content for you guys, just to see what's going on here, to essentially to teach more, to show more. Do you have your wallet, Michael?
I don't.
We're gonna get locked out. Let's go back upstairs. I got you. Just stay here, I'll be quick. Okay, wallet. Okay. The reason we started mentoring was to get Michael here full time. We opened this up. We wanted to figure out a way, how do we actually bring on Michael to actually produce videos for you guys? And the way that we're doing it is we figured it would be a win-win-win. We're actually gonna be mentoring 5 photography studios across the country for 3 months, and just pouring everything that we can into them to just help them grow, their business, to help them get them to where they need to be, to help them accomplish the goals. For some of these photographers, it's going full-time. For some of them, it's creating a better life for their family, for their kids. For some of them, it's just they recognize that they're in a rut and they need to get out of it. They need to evolve. They need to like step up. For some of it's accountability. They just need somebody there breathing down their neck, kind of checking in at every single point. Have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? But we're really stoked about it. And so we're gonna be mentoring 5 photographers over the next few months here, and want to bring you guys in on it. One of the really cool things that we're doing, you guys, here, check this out. You got to check out this app called Marco Polo. All right, so let me show you this thing here. Marco Polo. Right there, boom. Marco Polo is this dope app, you guys. It allows you to send direct video messages, a two-way conversation, just like texting. You can even watch it live. But here's the really cool thing about Marco Polo. Once you send it, once you press start on the record button, you can't get it back. It's gonna go to that person. And so it facilitates direct, consistent communication that's less about like the glamification of things that you see in social. It's just between you two. And it's more about efficiency of dialogue. And it's really cool. So we've opened this up for the mentors. So I'm gonna do some replying here. Darian, for starters, awesome on the win. Celebrate those wins. Look, yeah, it's a bummer on the other two, but don't overthink it. Let's keep moving forward. I think work relationships are really challenging when you're trying to get like a gig out of it, but they also like have all the work dynamic. So don't overthink it, man. Like keep moving forward. You got this. That's it. I just want to let you know, like celebrate that win. Celebrate the hell out of that win. Let's move past we'll say losses. But then it's like, it's just, they're not even losses, man. Here's the thing. Like it's not losses. This is about just like playing the game. This is just normal. This is expected. And so don't even consider them losses. It's just like, oh, there we go. Okay, that was expected. Let's keep doing other things. So that's it, man. I'll talk later. You can hop in, Michael. I was just thinking today, okay, so we started on our website. We put a little chat bot in the bottom right-hand corner. We put it up on the site, had it up for a week, and ended up resolving that it wasn't the solution for us, and we took it down. And it made me laugh because everyone's so scared of doing something and have it not work out. Like everyone's scared of putting in the work and then having it not actually become the thing. You guys, like, you need to step out and actually like do something, like to test it and to learn and to see if it's the right thing for you. And the best thing is, if it's not, you just do something else. Like if you want to go, let's go back to the podcast thing. Go start a podcast, go pull out your phone and do it. And if you decide you don't want to do it, then just stop and do something else. Like the amount of, here's the thing, we're winning at Style and Story. We're winning with Six Figure Photography. I think I'm winning in life because I step out and I try things. And when it doesn't work, then I move on and I try something else. For every single win that I've had, we've had like 24 losses. And I say losses, not like they're losses. I've had 24 things that happened the way that I expected them to happen. Like, okay, well, let's move on. Let's keep going. I just got off doing a quick little mentoring call with someone, and he said 2 people didn't book them. Those aren't losses. That's expected. Let's celebrate the wins and the expectations, and when things don't line up, like that just is what it is. It's neutral. Let's keep moving forward and not get down on ourselves. The fact that the little chat icon didn't work out for us, I'm not dwelling on. I'm not upset about it. I actually don't even think it was a waste of time. It was perfectly worth the amount of time that we spent on it because we learned something, we tested it out, we discovered that there's a better solution, and now we're gonna go do that. And that might not be the best solution either. And the cool thing is, if it's not, then we'll go do something else. But you guys, step out and actually try. Don't have to have everything figured out. Like, try it out. And if it doesn't work, you can always change it. Were you bummed that we took Pebble off a little bit?
No.
No? Yeah. I just was, there's so many. Here's the other thing too, you guys. There are so many photographers who literally do literally everything that we do. And that's okay, we're putting ourselves out there. I want people to learn, I want them to do what we do. But like the other part of this whole equation that I'm never worried about is as fast as we do something, we're changing it up. Like change is a part of our growth plan. Like change is a part of our strategy. Like it's not just like come up with the next email script or come up with the next tactic or the next Facebook ad. Like change is the strategy. Like continually testing and learning and doing new things. And I'm never worried about being beaten because I know that we're gonna change faster than they can even implement. By the time that the photographer implements something, then we've already moved past it. and maybe we've discovered something else. Or maybe we haven't, and we're doing the same thing, but we're tweaking it and we're adjusting it, and it's micro changes and it's macro changes, but change is the variable.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.